Today I'm going to tell you how cryptocurrency, more specifically Bitcoin, can save Ukraine from being destroyed in this war against Russia. Let's get into this. Welcome to the channel. If you don't know who I am, I'm Micah, and this is Crypto with Micah. We talk about business, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and entrepreneurship. And as we talk about those things, we will learn, we'll grow our knowledge and expertise, and hopefully we'll be able to use it to better ourselves and better our careers. All right, let's get straight into this. What is happening right now in the world? If you don't know, Russia invaded Ukraine 6 days ago. They invaded them with a strong military force and specifically targeted cities and the main city, which is their capital, called Kyiv. Now 6 days in, they have shelled multiple cities, as in bombed them, and they've injured multiple people, killed hundreds of people, and are continuing to bomb and end up in ground skirmishes with the people in the cities. Now, this has caused the world to react in quite an astonishing way. Tons of countries have placed sanctions on Russia, which have crippled the Russian economy. The Russian currency, called the ruble, is now worth 30% less than it was 48 hours ago. It is worth less than 1 cent, 1 US cent. So 1 ruble is less than 1 US cent, which is an insane drop in the market. Now, this has also hurt the overall economy in multiple ways. Tons and tons of companies have pulled out of Russia, whether it's shipment companies, whether it's oil companies, whether it's businesses, whether it's countries overall won't even associate with Russia with business at all. And this has hurt Russia in so many different ways, and it's hurt the people, and it's hurt the businesses, it's hurt the leaders, and it's specifically trying to really hurt Vladimir Putin, who is their leader, who he was unprovoked and decided to attack Ukraine. And this has angered the world. Now, this has really put the people of Russia in a tough position because many of them don't want to be in war, though they're experiencing the fallout of being in a war. So they're experiencing their currency falling to nearly nothing while they are protesting the war and saying, we don't want to be a part of this. But the problem is Putin does not care. And he doesn't care so much that he is arresting people that are speaking out and saying, we don't want to be a part of this war. Over 4,000 people in Russia have been arrested for speaking out, whether that was standing on the streets with a sign or even just vocally saying it out loud in the public. You can get arrested for that, and people have been arrested, over 4,000 of them. Now, how does cryptocurrency tie into this? Well, today is day 6, and there's a 40-mile-long convoy of Russian troops and vehicles in Ukraine that is not surrounding Kyiv, the capital, but right along Kyiv. And Russia is planning on making a front to attack Kyiv in a very, very big way in the next coming days or maybe even hours. So we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but the world is trying to support Ukraine as they defend themselves for their lives. Now, what the world has done it has donated cryptocurrency to Ukraine. A total of $13 million has already been donated to Ukraine to support them. And this is not just $13 million with Cash App, Venmo, or personal currency. This is $13 million worth of Bitcoin has been donated. So the people in this cryptocurrency community, they have given Bitcoin directly to the Ukrainian government, which is massive. This will allow them to get more ammunition, more weapons, more food for their military, more support for their people. They're trying to help their people stay safe because they're getting bombed at night. They're getting bombed during the day, and they're trying to find safety, which is not an easy thing. Now, this just goes to show how supportive this community and cryptocurrency is and how much of an impact they can really make, because 30 years ago, we wouldn't have been able to do this. That's the truth. 30 years ago, people could have donated money, but there's no way to really donate crypto 30 years ago. Who would have believed that there would have been a fiat currency that you could give that wasn't controlled by a government and that another government could use to protect themselves from a war? And that's exactly what's happening. So, what can they do with the Bitcoin? They can transfer this into another currency and use that to work with another country to buy ammunitions and weaponry, since many countries are willing to help them in that way. Now, the problem is they're not really going to get more military force because other countries don't want to invoke a world war with NATO and Russia or other alliances in Russia, though they are willing to support them in many other ways. Let's take Switzerland and Sweden for examples. Those are two countries that have been neutral for years and throughout multiple wars have shown no aggression to one way or another, though in this war particularly, they've taken a stand against Russia and said this isn't right. Russia was not provoked. Russia should not be invading Ukraine, and we're going to do something about it. Sweden sent over $50 million directly to Ukraine and sent over multiple military pieces of military equipment. Same thing with Switzerland. Switzerland has put sanctions onto Russia to block them from using banks in Switzerland, and they've also sent over military equipment, which is just an incredible act of strength and showing their support towards the Ukrainian people and the Ukrainian government. Now, moving on a little bit from that aspect, we see that there is potential in things like cryptocurrency, where people thought this is just a scam, it's not being used for good, and it's just a way for one person to get rich off of another person. If that was true, why would we support each other with it? We support each other with it because we believe in cryptocurrency, right? We don't just see cryptocurrency as something to get rich. We see it as something to support one another for everybody as a global economy to grow. That's why cryptocurrency could honestly save Ukraine. Cryptocurrency could be a way for Ukraine to better their army and better equip themselves to defend themselves. And hopefully it works out for Ukraine. But I guess time will tell. And what will also tell is how much we will support. So I would say go out there, learn about what's happening, do what you can to support Ukraine, whether that's donating Bitcoin, whether that's just telling your friends about it and making sure they understand what's actually happening, whether that's just showing some positive support to the people of Ukraine, or even trying to work directly with businesses and charities that are going directly to help the Ukrainian people. But do what you can and learn more about it. And also just remember, it's a big world, and we're all working really hard to support Ukraine right now, and every small little thing you do helps in a way. All right, now we are almost done with the video. Make sure you subscribe if you want to. You don't really need to. This is really just a way for me to learn and you to learn, but I would love to have you back for the next video where we're going to talk about some more cryptocurrency, as well as maybe a little bit about the war. But I don't want to feel like I'm droning on about this, but this is a really important topic. So I'll see you guys again next time. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the video. Have a good rest of your day, and thank you for coming and watching Crypto with Micah. See you.